The man is an incompetent man. He was the Minister of Local Self-Government. He never cleared his file for 7 months. What are you talking about? I know him. What do I have an animosity with that boy? I mean, I've known him since he was 3 years old. My mother was DCC Congress President and his father was the DCC General Secretary. And when she went in 67 to Parliament, she saw that his father was made DCC President. And from then onwards, I had left the army and he taught me my politics. We used to meet often with his father. So I've seen him from the age of 3. And what he's now become is not that. He is today, I do not know where his competence has gone. It's certainly not here. I may have been left on the cricket field or somewhere. But the man is a total disaster. Please believe me, he's been my minister. And apart from that, I'll certainly not support him for being in this way with Pakistan. His great buddies are all there. And the way he handles them there, after all, it is a matter of national security. And national security for me comes first.
Kamaljeet continues to be with us. So, Kamaljeet, as far as the equations go, for a long time Sukhjinder Randhawa has been extremely close to captain, but he's also somebody who's known to have good relations with Navjot Singh Sidhu, and captain has made it clear that he's not going to accept anybody who is in fact from either Navjot Singh Sidhu camp or Navjot Singh Sidhu. So what do you think in that scenario captain would say, if at all the Congress does announce Randhawa as the next Chief Minister of Punjab?
Well, what captain has to say may have very little impact now, because remember, he's been ousted, and more so that he's resigned on his own goes to show that his position, especially when the CLP met, that those who were on side of the captain also attended the meeting, which goes to show that the captain is without his ship. And so is the ship without the captain. So now is whether both of them can now take off just months ahead of the election. So what is important and significant is that they don't want an anxious and angry captain to weaken Congress party further, is something that they would be looking at. And that is why all the statements which came in from the Congress leadership, including from Harish Rawat, the Punjab in charge of Congress party, is something which was to placate Captain Amarinder, calling him a good Chief Minister all this while. But it does seem that there were inputs coming in from different quarters, especially to the party high command, that he was becoming extremely unpopular, especially because there was no hard decision whether it was on drugs or the sacrilege cases against Badals or Shivani Akali Dal. That is something which has been factored in now by the Congress party, and that is why this particular change happened just months before the election. Also, the important part is that the factionalism which was taking place. Now, many are levelling that Navjot Singh Sidhu is the one who is dislodging the captain, but there could have been other factors as well, which is now coming to light. So clearly a number of factors adding up, but captain's voice may be one, because one, he's been ousted. The other is whether on ground there could be some sort of a damage control by having a person like Sukhjinder Singh Randhawa. He may be close, because remember, there have been camps as far as Sunil Jhakar's name is concerned. He was also one of those whose name was opposed by the Sidhu camp. Also said to be close to Captain Amarinder Singh. Yesterday he was speaking to several media persons and said he seems to be okay with the name. So this is both give and take, but what is important is who's the consensus face at this point of time, who can keep the flock together, who can give a strong party leadership and perhaps do damage control, all this. Otherwise, there could be bad news or further bad news coming in for the Congress party.
Be with us, Kamal. We'll just come back to you for more on that. We have some news coming in from Punjab. Again, this is breaking news. Let's go straight to that.